Alright, what's up guys? Got Dave here, and I wanted to talk about RJ's new video. And if you haven't seen it, I will post a link to it in the comment section. And dude, you gotta watch it. It's pretty cool. He came up with the most ingenious idea for a rear view mirror using a GoPro and an iPhone, and he's got it Bluetoothed. So like the GoPro is on his back fender facing backward, and then it Bluetooths to his iPhone, which is mounted like right here, like a rear view mirror. So when he looks at his iPhone, he just sees the view behind him. And it's really cool, other than having to spend like $800 to do it. I mean, I guess he had the stuff, you know, like he had already spent the money. He had the phone and the camera, and he wasn't really using them for anything. So he just rigged it up. And it's an ingenious idea, dude. RJ's a smart guy. And it looks really cool, and it's really high tech. He's got that on his 300cc EXC TPI two-stroke, fuel injected KTM two-stroke. And it's cool, man. It's like a good addition to like how that bike is, you know, like the simplicity of it being like a two-stroke, but at the same time it's electric start, it's freaking fuel injection, oil injection, and now it's got like an electronic rear view mirror. Like that's it's like a mix of high-tech and simplicity all at the same time. It's funny. Classic high-tech. But I just wanted to show you guys what I do for SumoDuro Mirrors. And I got my idea from SumoDuro, who is a friend of Lactoise, and they're over in Europe, over in Germany, I believe, and they're cruising around, and this is how they have their supermotos, is with the mirrors inboard like this. And the difference between this setup and RJ's setup is this, you can't see as good. You still got to kind of look around yourself, just like you do with stock mirrors. But this only costs $12 off of eBay, and his setup costs, who knows, like 600, 800, you know, like to get that set up like RJ has it. And ever since I saw one of SumoDuro's videos a long time ago, I was thinking about those mirrors, like the setup. I even thought about doing it on the Duke 690, but how big the tank is, there's not enough room when the handlebars turn all the way. There's not enough room for the mirrors to be there, so I couldn't set it up like this. But then when I got the beta, I was like, yeah, dude, that's like the first thing I'm gonna do is set it up like SumoDuro's bike, dude, because that looks cool like that. And then when I got this bike, I thought the same thing. I'm like, I got to get rid of those Mickey Mouse ears and get like the simple little SuperMoto mirrors down there. And because most of the time when you're riding, you're focused on what's going on. You're not looking in your mirrors, you know. And that's, since this is like my fun bike and the beta is my fun bike, they're not really like my commuting and traffic sort of bikes. I figure I'll have the mirrors like this, but you know, like the Duke 690 and the Super Duke, I have the mirrors different on those two bikes, just because of commuting, and I need to be able to see really well in order to change lanes. On eBay, and you search bar end mirrors, these right here, boom. Yeah, so this is what I got for my mirrors. Just I guess they were a little more expensive than I thought. $21. I thought I paid $12. Maybe I'm going dyslexic. But that's what they look like. They come with the part that goes into the handlebar, like into the end, because they're made to be bar end mirrors. But I don't use that piece. And that piece that they clamp onto is actually a 7/8 diameter. So when you take them over to your bike and put them on, it works really good because they just go right, they're 7/8 diameter, and they clamp right onto the handlebar. And the clamp is also very narrow, like how RJ was talking about, how like on his bike he had like the twist throttle, and then he had like a kill switch, and then he had a turn signal thing, and then he had a mirror mount, and like a whole bunch of different things. And the farthest, like the soonest he could put a mirror would be like way in here. But with these, you only have to move everything over just a little tiny bit, and then you could get the mirror in there, you know, and get it kind of like as close to the end of the bar as possible. And they're very similar to OEM mirrors in the sense that when you look in the mirror, you see like half of the mirror is your body, and you've got to kind of like look around yourself to see in the mirror. You know, it's the same as the Mickey Mouse ears. When you look there, you see your shoulder, and you've got to kind of like look around yourself. But I think they work really good, and I think they look even better. And I did that because that was the way that I did it when I got the beta. When I first got the beta, I set it up like this. And this is basically like what RJ would have to do with his bike, is just move that over just a little bit, give yourself a little room in between the twist throttle and whatever's next, and mount that mirror like as close to the end of the bar as possible over here. And it's really, once you get the hang of it, you know, like now that I know what to look for, they're wide angle mirrors, you know, as opposed to like the regular mirrors that come OEM on a bike. So you've kind of got to get used to how that effect is. Like when you look in a wide angle mirror, the things far away from you look really small, and you've got to kind of get used to that. You've got to kind of learn how to use that mirror, you know. But I think they're really cool. I think they work pretty good, and they look really good. I love the look of not having anything on the top of this bike. You know, I think it's really clean. Same with the 701. I think that's just like an awesome, I think it really adds to the Supermoto look. So anyway, I just figured I'd show you like what I did and, you know, what I bought in order to do these Supermoto mirrors, if you want to get them set up the way that I did. It's kind of cheesy, yeah, and like the first time that you go out and you ride around, you're gonna be like, dude, I can't even see, you know, like it's weird. You got to get used to it, but they look so much better than having the mirrors up here, and especially for moto vlogging, yeah, it's just like such a cleaner look when I'm riding around. But at the same time, in traffic, like commuting to work, the difference between just having to look over and check a mirror versus looking down and check it, it's a big difference. That's a big difference in safety. This is kind of like a fun bike setup. It's not really a commuter bike setup. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day out there, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.